Hello there, part 2 in the how to model vent tutorial. This time I will start speeding things up. I left you with the first tutorial where we were, after we were creating this leg for the vent, and we will now create the body. Let's create a cube, move it here, over here. You know what, you can take it up so it will be the same line with the leg, and we will scale it with the scale tool, so like this. Let's see how it looks. Okay, zoom out a bit. Okay, so that will be the panel control panel for the vent, and we want to add more subdivisions in the height of that, so we will go to this attributes tab, and we will put more heights subdivisions. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. Right click on the object and choose vertices. Okay, and let's when you selected the object, you can choose how to look at this object from which side. So make sure you are at some side and click Control A to Control S. Sorry, unless you are in object mode, it won't work. You need to click on the object and choose Control S. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, never mind. Just choose your object and zoom and make sure you're straight front of it, and click right click and choose vertices, and let's choose those vertices, applying the scale tool, and make it like this. Choose the second height subdivision and make it like this, third line, and at the fourth line you can start making it much more fatter. Okay, like this and like this. Okay, so this is what we got by now. Now right click again with your mouse on the shape and choose face. After that, shift and choose each one of those, and rotate the camera to make sure that you ain't chose nothing else by those faces. And click on the extrude tool once, rotate it to which direction you want, and pull it out. After that, click once on your one of those cubes, just once, and so this cube will appear. Catch it and bring it in. Okay. You can also do this on this side. Choose the faces and click extrude. By the way, you can do it at the same time, so when you choose those and those together and doing so, it will be much more easier. But if you want other parameters, so do it on separated moves. Okay. After that, go back to your object mode by clicking F8 on the keyboard, so you can see those green wireframes. And now I want to introduce you something else. There is few few options on how to smooth an object in Maya. The first option is to go to here to choose polygons, going to the mesh tab over here, open it, and you will see the smooth command. Okay, but when you applying smooth to an object, it will add many wires, edges, subdivision lines to your object. We will give it a try right now just to see. Okay, so this is what actually it's done. This is a basic smooth, and as much you will apply more smoothness to this object, your work area movement, your camera movement on the work area will be much more. It will lag, okay, and it will start to be annoying. So the one of the best ways to do so, to applying smooth to an object, is by going through other commands that we have here. So let's undo that, okay, and I will introduce the other method now to smooth an object. You have the numbers 1 to 3 on your keyboard. So if you click 1, you have to choose first the object you want to smooth, and then you click 1, 2, you will get smooth object. And if you click 3, this is how it looks at the end. The number 2 will show you the like the frame of this smoothness action, and 3 will apply it to like permanent. It's not permanent, but it's like permanent, and you can always change it back to not smooth, and you can always bring it to smooth. You just need to tap 1 to 3 or 3 to 1. Okay. Okay. So after you smooth this, you can see how much it's smooth and how it looks. So you can manipulate also from here the object like this, like catching some faces and trying to extrude them, and you will get different result because you just smooth an object and you are working with smooth object. So it looks different than the one the object when it wasn't smooth. So make sure you know what you are looking after, and you get the result that you like. So now, and the benefits of this is that this is only it's smooth, but it's like light smoothness, and it's not heavy smooth like applying many times smooth to the mesh. And when you're doing that, your work area and your movement across it won't be lag. So this is the benefits of this. Okay, so I will bring back to object mode, and we'll put the body of the panel control over here, and now we will create another polycylinder. It's here, over here, and we will raise it up to here, because this is like supposed to be this one's supposed to be the area here is supposed to be the aluminum material. So we will just resize this cylinder to the size of this pipe, okay, and then we will bring it up to the top of the panel control. After this, you will go to the attributes, make it smooth the same with the subdivision X is 50 as this cylinder, and also remove the cap from here so you can work with this cap by extruding it. Let's right click on the object, click face, choose this face, extrude it. We will open it to here and bring it up, and then we will extrude it again and bring it here. Okay, so this is how it looks. This is what I want. This is how I want it to be. Now you can see it get larger a bit because of this extrude, so you can reference it and with the other pipe and bring it back to the same size that it was. And now you better give it some neck. It should be more longer, so I'll catch all those vertices and move them up, so, and that will be enough. Click F8 to bring back the object mode. Now we will create buttons to the control panel. So we will create another cylinder, okay, and you can see I moved the cylinder to here, which is in front of the control. That will make the steps into order to bring this button into the control panel much more easier later on. So I'm adding more subdivisions to this cylinder and removing the cap and make it the height of this object smaller. And now I will right click on the cylinder, pick face and extrude this face like this. Okay, bring this in, and I want to extrude it again, and now this time I want to make it ellipse, okay, in ellipse shape. So this will be like this one, like this, and I will bring this up like this a bit, not much, and again extrude it, so like this, and extrude it again. We will raise it up just a bit and click on one of those cubes, so this cube will appear, catch it and close it. Okay, you can make another extrude and again bring it in like this. Okay, so click F8 to bring back to object mode. So this is what we got. That should be the timer of the ventilator. So click 1 to 3 to make it look like this. See, it's too much long. So what we will do, actually, we will choose the top vertices, we'll catch them all together so they will move as one unit, and scale it down. Okay, that looks better. And now we will just, with the move tool, we will bring it up so it will be at the same height as the control panel. After you do that, you go to the channel box of this timer and click on rotate. We want to rotate so it will be in front of us like this, so it rotates here at the axis, and we will change it to 90. No, we will change it to minus 90. Okay, and we again choose the move tool and bring it in to here. Okay, so now there is two things that we can do to make it looks to fit to this control panel, so we can just make it smaller, so, and or just make the body bigger. I prefer to make the body bigger because I want to see more details in this object. So I will just make those subdivisions of the control panel larger, and now it fits and it looks good. Okay, what else we can do? Let's see what's going on with the times. Okay, we only 15 minutes in this second part of this tutorial, so we will keep on. We can create another 3 buttons or 4 buttons. I just created a polygon cube. Okay, so I will take this polygon cube, I will scale it so and so. After that I will click on face, choose this face, extrude it like this, bring it in, again extrude it like this, again extrude it like this, and again extrude it like this. So I'm actually made 3 extrude operations. So each one of the extrude created a new line, a subdivision line. So when I will execute the 1, 2, 3 tapping on the keyboard, it will the smoothness will give it this shape. Okay, so every subdivision that appears on your object will determine how how this 1, 2, 3 operation on your keyboard will look after that. So again we will rotate we will bring it up first to be at the same heights of the control. You can rotate it. Let's see, we rotate this one as the X, so, and minus 19, so I will rotate it the same. And we'll bring it into the control panel. Now you can see this one is also bigger. It's very big for this control panel, so we can make it this one smaller like this, and we will bring it in like this. Okay, and we can duplicate it by tapping on Control D and move it over here, and again Control D at your keyboard to duplicate it, and again Control D to duplicate it. Okay, so now we have 4 buttons, which is supposed to be 0, 1, 2, 3, the speed of the vent rotation, and the timer for turning off after few minutes. Okay, so this is the body of our vent. Let's watch the times again. Okay, so let's create the head of the vent. First you will need to create another polycube and bring it over here as usual. Okay, so I will take this cube and with the scale tool I will stretch it so, and will make it bigger so. Okay, so I will bring it back to the center pivot, and I will bring it up to the top here. And I want to teach you something. If you take this shape, and you know you can make subdivisions as much as you like using this attributes editor. Okay, so the first thing about adding more subdivisions that is that you can add them you can add them, but you have to add them only at the start of the progressing of manipulating the shape. Because if you started to manipulate the shape and you after that you're trying to add more subdivision, it won't work. It will ruin all your shape. It will look awful and you won't be satisfied with what you get. Just to explain you this so you can see what I'm talking about, let's say I was making my shape like this. So if I will now choose to add more subdivision, looks what's going on with this. Okay, so all the geometry of your shape will fucked up. So don't do this after you started to manipulate the shape using faces or vertices. Okay, so I add those loops, but I didn't want some of those loops, edge loops, subdivisions will appear. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to clear all the subdivisions from this shape. All of them will be set to 1, 1, 1. And if you click Shift on your keyboard, hold it, don't release it, and right click on your mouse, you will get a new menu. It's different from the one that you clicked only the right mouse button. You will get a different menu, and you can see at the left side you can see the insert edge loop tool. So just put your mouse over it and release. Okay, so you will get this arrow. It's not the same arrow as the select tool, because this arrow is adding more edge loop subdivisions to your shape as you like. Okay, so I'm going to add one edge loop here and two edge loops here. Okay, and that's about it. This is all I need now. So now you can click F8 at your keyboard and choose the select tool, so the insert edge loop will disappear, and you can now keep on working on safe. Let's now click 1, 2, 3, tap 1, 2, 3 to make it smoother, and now you see what we got. We we actually added this edge loop, so the smoothness operation will know that this is the first line after smoothing that the smooth operation will meet. So this is where the smoothness started. Okay, it started from this line until here, and then it goes straight. Okay, so only one subdivisions here, and also you can see here it's got an angle, but it didn't kept the angle didn't kept to move here over here, because there is this line to tell her to where you want to stop the smoothness and where you want it to be applying to, and again where you want to stop the smoothness. Okay, so that's actually very important to know. Now we will make it bigger, a little bit like this. I think that's too much. You can scale it like this and move it about here. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, now you can leave this. You can bring it back to 1, 2, 3. We'll leave this smooth, and we will now focus on how to build the vent itself.